Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make this best of creators frame, which has been inspired by verse 14 of Surah Al-Mu'minun. I started with 2 pieces of A4 card, one white and one black. You can use other colors if you want. I measured out a 20 centimeter square on the white card and then I cut it out. I then measured out a 21 centimeter square on the black card and cut it out. I'll put that aside for later. I drew some guidelines lightly where I wanted the text to go on the white card, using a pencil so that I could erase these lines later. You don't have to use guidelines if you're feeling brave. I used a fine line drawing pen for the frame. This one is a 0.8 size nib. I started writing the name Allah first. Any nice handwriting will work for this. I chose to write it in a cursive font, and then I went back and thickened all the downward strokes for a simple faux calligraphy style. The name of Allah is so holy that we shouldn't touch it without being in wudu. It's always best to be in the state of wudu if you can. There are so many rewards for it. However, if you're not in wudu, I'll show you how you can use a piece of paper or a plastic wallet to cover Allah's name as you write or draw above it. I wrote the words "the best of" underneath in small capital letters, and then I wrote the word "creators" in a similar style to how I had written Allah. Then I covered the name Allah with a plastic wallet and wrote "So blessed is" at the top in small capital letters. To draw the decoration around the verse of Quran, I drew a curve at the bottom of the card and then started drawing different plants and flowers growing up from it, and I also drew grass in any gaps. It's truly amazing that there are so many different beautiful creations of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the plants and the trees, the insects, the birds, the animals, to the seas, the mountains, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, and the universes. Yet if you look at the whole of verse 14 of Surah Al-Mu'minun, it is only after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the creation of the human being from a tiny clot to a living creature with bones and then flesh in the womb that He declares, "So blessed is Allah, the best of creators." So after I'd finished drawing the plants and the flowers, I drew some clouds and birds at the top of the card. I added in the Quranic reference, which is Surah number 23, verse 14, and then I coloured the drawings in using brush tip markers. Coloured pencils or crayons or paints would work well too. I also coloured in some of the letters. I took a piece of ribbon, this one is around 20 centimeters long, and using sellotape, I stuck it to the back of the black card to make this hanging loop for the frame. I then stuck the decorated verse of Quran on the black card using some double-sided tape, so that the ends of the ribbon and the sellotape were hidden between the 2 pieces of card. So this is when I realized there was too much space at the top of the card, so I decided to add some more detail to it. I drew a crescent moon and some stars, and then I colored them in too. And that completes our best of creators frame. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us reflect upon His beautiful creation and strengthen our faith through His signs. Ameen. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.